Good morning, students. Here, Mrs. Neelam Jain from SKM Public School. Students, today I am going to teach you Physical Education chapter number 4, that is Physical Education and Sports for Differently Abled. Today, my topic is Deaf Olympics. Students, today you are going to learn about Deaf Olympics, then concept of integrated physical education, its need, advantages. So let's start. Topic is here Deaf Olympics. Deaf Olympics. The Deaf Olympics are games for deaf athletes. Its earlier name was International Games for the Deaf. These games are organized by the International Committee of Sports for the Deaf since the first event, and they are sanctioned by here International Olympic Committee. The deaf Olympians are not guided by sounds, for example, the starter gun, bullhorn, commands, or referee whistles. The Deaf Olympics were held first time in Paris in 1924. It was the first ever international sporting events for athletes with disability. The Deaf Olympics Winter Games started in 1949. Then it was gathering of 148 athletes. Now these games are grown into a global movement. To qualify for the game, athletes must have a hearing loss of at least 55 decibel in their better ear. Hearing aids, cochlear implant, and the leke are not allowed to be used in competition. Alternative methods are used to address the athletes. For example, the football referee waves a flag instead of blowing a whistle. On the track, races are started by using a light instead of using a starting pistol. So students, this Deaf Olympics, earlier the Deaf Olympics used to be called World Games for the Deaf. The Deaf Olympics are an international Olympic Committee sanctioned event in which deaf athletes compete at an elite level. In Deaf Olympics, the starter's gun, bullhorn, commands, or referee whistles are not used as seen in the Olympics, the Paralympics, and the Special Olympics. Flags or any visual signal are used to alert the participants. These games have been organized by the International Committee of Sports for the Deaf since the first event. The Deaf Olympics are more than just the world's second oldest multiple sports after Olympics. These games are the world's fastest growing sports events. The Deaf Olympics are held once in 4 years. The first games held in Paris, France in 1924 were also the first ever international sporting event for athletes with a disability. Since 1924, these games have been held persistently after every 4 years. However, these games were not held twice due to World War II. Deaf Olympics Winter Games started in 1949. In 1924 in Paris, only 148 athletes from 9 European countries participated in these games. Then from 1924 to 1965, these games were officially called the International Games for the Deaf, and sometimes these games were called the International Silent Games. From 1966 to 1999, they were called the World Games for the Deaf. Occasionally, they were also referred to as the World Silent Game. Since 2001, these games are known as Deaf Olympics. The motto of Deaf Olympics is equality through sports. Its motto is equality through sports. Till now, the Deaf Olympics have been hosted by 36 cities in 21 countries. The main purpose of Deaf Olympics is to provide opportunities to persons with hearing disability to participate in allied sports. The athletes who have a hearing loss of at least 55 decibel in their better ear are allowed to participate in Deaf Olympics. Hearing aid, cochlear implants, etc. are not allowed to be used in the competition. Then there are some sports in Summer Deaf Olympics. The list of those sports is here: athletics, badminton, basketball, beach volleyball, bowling, cycling road, football, handball, judo, karate, orienteering, shooting, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, tennis, volleyball, water polo, wrestling freestyle, wrestling Greco-Roman, and there are some sports in Winter Deaf Olympics. Those Winter Deaf Olympic sports are here: alpine skiing, cross country skiing, here curling, ice hockey and snowboard. So this is about Deaf Olympics. First Summer Deaf Olympics was held in 1924 in France, and first Winter Deaf Olympics were held in 1949 in Seefeld, Austria. So there is also another concept of integrated physical education here. So let's learn about that. The new concept, that is integrated physical education. A new concept has been introduced in field of physical education, that is integrated physical education, using physical activities and games to teach other subjects. From research and studies, it has been concluded that two or more subject at areas can stimulate the interest of students and hence promote the learning of each subject. Then integrated physical education is addition to the general concept of physical education. Integrated physical education is more than sports and physical activities. Integrated physical education lays emphasis on multidisciplinary learning. Various sub-disciplines such as sports sociology, sports biomechanics, sports medicine, sports pedagogy, exercise physiology, sports here psychology, sports philosophy and sports management, etc. has been included in integrated physical education. So about this concept of integrated education, we can say that it is a new concept of physical education. It is a well-known fact that the whole world is changing at a very fast pace. The traditional form of physical education is not capable of meeting the needs of here futuristic society. Therefore, integrated physical education has become the need of the hour. Earlier, it used to be considered that students on their own would be able to integrate what they had learnt into a meaningful whole and see the interrelationships among various areas. But these considerations does not apply as per the needs of the changing society. So integrated physical education is a comprehensive concept. It is not only limited to physical activities, games and sports, but has become a complete discipline. In the past 2 decades, the knowledge in this field has increased tremendously. Due to research studies, various subdisciplines have come into existence. These subdisciplines are sports sociology, sports biomechanics, sports medicine, sports pedagogy, exercise and physiology, sports psychology, sports philosophy and sports management, etc. Integrated physical education lays emphasis on multidisciplinary learning with the integration of its subdisciplines. So integrated physical education provides opportunities for students to experience new relationships, to transfer what they have learned from one setting to the next, and to reinforce learning in various ways. Then there are advantages of integrated physical education. Integrated physical education provides opportunities for students to see new relationships between different concepts and build a complete package of learning. Students can achieve next level of learning and reinforce this in various innovative ways. This knowledge of integrated physical education would be able to help in the fitness, health and wellness of all individuals in better way. High quality physical education programs can be prepared with the help of integrated physical education. So then there is also need of integrated physical education. It's important for the teachers of physical education to have knowledge about the subdisciplines or specialized areas within the discipline of physical education. They should have an understanding of the integration or interrelationships of these subdisciplines. For example, a physical education teacher who is working in the area of fitness definitely needs expertise in exercise, here physiology, to be able to evaluate fitness levels of participant. Even he may derive knowledge from sports psychology for motivating individuals to stick to their exercise program. Sports pedagogy may assist him in clearly explaining exercises and activities to the participants and in educating them with the values to be derived from participation. This knowledge of integrated physical education would be able to enhance fitness, health and wellness of all individuals. High quality physical education programs can be prepared with the help of integrated physical education. So this is the need of integrated physical education. So students, in the next video you will learn about the concept of inclusion, its need and implementation. So concept of inclusion is, the term inclusion is used in the field of education. That's why it is called an inclusive education. In fact, it is an approach to educate both normal and students with disabilities or with special educational needs together. Inclusive education means normal students and special needs students learn while sharing the same physical space and interacting socially and academically. It can be stated that in this education differently able children are educated with normal children within the same roof. It brings all students together in one classroom and community. In inclusive education, students with special needs spend most of their time with non-special needs students. Inclusion completely rejects the use of specific school or classrooms to separate students with disabilities from students without disabilities. So this you will learn in the next video. Till then, stay alert, stay healthy, mask yourself, take proper care. And this presentation by Mrs. Neelam Jain. Thank you students. God bless all of us.